Okay. Let us again continue in our glorious Shadowrun adventures, guys and gals of the internet. Because, as you can see, we have returned!
Yay!
I'm so fucking happy that we can finally do this again.
Oh, me too. I missed this. Missed it a lot.
Alright, let us delve again into the wonderful world of Shadowrun.
Yes, let us.
The last mission we did was getting those weapons back.
Yes, we used our charisma, if I remember correctly.
Exactly.
Yeah. And now it's back to the Kreuz Bazaar.
The Kreuz Bazaar.
We are going home!
Woohoo!
Yes, I'm just so excited. It's Shadowrun. More Shadowrun. More glory.
More glory.
And Glory's... Yes, she's going to love my new hair color. I'm sure. And we have to keep Glory around because Jack told me on the stream that she actually has a very interesting backstory. So, can't wait to find that out.
Maybe we should talk to her some more then.
Yes,
okay.
Let's go on a date with her.
Yeah, let's go to our little base of operations. Oh god, I forgot I had new armor. I look spiky as fuck.
To fit the knuckles on your fist for when we do the fisting.
Spikes everywhere.
Yeah, and don't forget the lube.
I will not. Alright.
And Iga got herself a cod piece for her clitoris.
Exactly.
So let's hope that's working.
Hello, Glory.
Hang on one sec, I'm very much behind. As usual. Yay, there she is. There she is. Varren Kimbold. What do you need?
Let's try if we can get some more personal information out of her. I have a question for you, Glory, of the personal kind.
I wonder how she's going to respond. Come on. Yeah. I'm not big on sharing sport. Personal reasons. You understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation. Aww.
God dang it.
Boo. I say respect it for now, and then we might be able to get closer during missions.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Of course, we'll all have our secrets, but if you ever want to talk, I'm here.
That fucking... I'm sorry guys, you can't see this, but Varren can. I have a strain of hair and it's getting in the way.
I have a new message.
Oh, maybe someone wants to go on a date with you. Maybe someone has finally, admitted to themselves they're into the fisting.
That would be the day, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
It seems like the doctor wants to talk to me. You remember the doctor we had to...
Yeah, the basic bitch.
The guy who had to tell me, give those ghouls their food back.
Yes, I remember him.
Come see me at your earliest convenience. There's a matter we need to discuss. Okay then.
I didn't like him particularly much.
We still also have another mission pending. Let's see what it is. Prototype extraction. Okay. Amazel's face winks onto the screen. He was stuck-up British voice again, so
yes.
It's been a while for me as well, so I have to remember all the voices I did.
Hopefully we won't have this long of a, separation from our Shadowrun friends in the future.
Exactly. Varren, here you will find a complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Schmidt, a potential client. As you will see, the details of the job are a bit more vague than I would like, but the payout is quite substantial. After reading this transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified, and I will make all necessary preparations for the run. One other thing. Herr Schmidt provided me with a device to assist you on the run. He calls it a little black box. Apparently, it can be used to compromise the power and security systems of the run site. If you opt to take the job, be sure to take it with you. Amsel's image flickers, then winks away. A moment later, a glowing blue text field begins to scroll up from the bottom of the screen. Guest. Greetings, Herr Hamsel. I trust that this connection is secure. Naturally. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Call me Herr Schmidt. Very well, Herr Schmidt. You have some business for me. Indeed. I have a job for your team. A simple matter. Judging by what I've heard of your team, I imagine that I will be suited to the task. Go on. The interests that I represent have learned that AG Chemi Europa is working on a company-wide project. Something very secret, very new. Reliable sources inform me that they're keeping a working prototype of this new venture at their Berlin facility. I see. And your employer wishes us to acquire this prototype for them? Naturally. What is this project? If you want my team to grab the prototype for you, they need to know what they're looking for. I am not at liberty to say. I can tell you that the prototype has been branded MKVI. Might also be MK6.
It could be. Also, Aaron, that's a very, very random thing to say in the chat.
I don't expect anything less from our Russian.
Exactly. We love you, Aaron. All the hacks.
I can also tell you that your team will find it on the 25th floor of the Berlin facility in the office of one Albrecht Haushofer.
Well, that's a name.
Further, I can assist your team in disabling building security and gaining access to the 24th floor. From there, however, they will be on their own. Such vagueness can be dangerous, Herr Schmidt. I will not commit my team to a run without a better understanding of what the job entails. Facing such dangers is the purpose of a Shadowrunner, Herr Hamsel. Your team will be rewarded handsomely for their service. My employer has set aside 20,000 nuyen for the job. Damn. Consider it hazard pay, if you wish. Make a 25,000 yuan or look somewhere else. 22,500 nuyen. Final offer. Very well. I will pass your offer on to my team. Are there any further details that you can provide? Haushofer's office will be locked behind the vault door. The lock is old-fashioned of the mechanical variety. I will provide your team with a copy of the key. I will also supply you with a little black box, a solid-state device that your team can use to override a variety of building systems. Your team will enter through the facility's underground garage. When your team has acquired the MK6, have them exit through the same garage. I will have a van there waiting to extract them. Thank you, Herr Schmidt. I will pass your offer on to my team. Good day, Herr Hamsel.
I think it's going to be more difficult than he's saying.
Probably. I'm still interested though.
I am too, because it's a lot of money and we really need it to pay our valets.
Exactly. I think I'm going to accept the job.
And yes, Aaron, our little Varren Kimbold in Shadowrun is a little person. With very, very infuriating fists.
Exactly.
So now we have the little black box.
A little black box. A little black box. Alright.
I hope we're not going to get stuck in that mission like we did in the first side mission we went to.
Let's hope we don't have any of those anymore, yeah.
Yeah, that was almost as bad as you building that bridge. Just saying.
Apparently that was top quality content according to my viewers then.
I can certainly see why it was entertaining. But still.
Where is the doctor's office again? I think there's something over here.
You do no fisting joke, Mr. Obsidian. My, have I found something that's finally below your standards. I didn't think that possible.
No. Ah, here's the doctor's office again, yeah. It's been a while, people, it's been a while.
I can just see our little Varren Kimbold in the game getting lost. He's like, what the fuck is this player doing? Why is he clicking all over? Oh god. That waiting room just looks like every waiting room ever. Cold and devoid of feeling.
Most doctors' places.
Yeah. And the worst thing is they always try to make them look like kind of cozy and homey and warm, but it always have the exact opposite effects when you're sitting in there.
Yeah. Okay. I still haven't watched Blood Drive, Aaron. It's on my list, though.
On my list as well.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of voice did I give this guy? Ugh.
I would say something in the mix of a basic bitch and an asshole.
Welcome back. What can I do for you, my friend? I guess that's a good choice.
Yes, it is.
I hope that the recent misunderstanding won't have an impact on our ongoing business relationship. Misunderstanding, Varren Kimbold. I'm sure that I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, denial is always a good way to go.
About our friends in the sewers. You're not hearing me. I don't know what you're talking about. I know nobody in the sewers, and you know nothing of my extracurricular activities. As you're only on board with that, our business together can continue unabated. Deal? Deal, Doc.
Yeah, deal until we find out you're fucking them over again, and we have to go back and fix the fucking problem once again.
Good. Now let's move on to other matters. Do you have business for me? Some work you need done, perhaps? You don't have to be so snappy with me, Doc. I got your message. What did you want to discuss? Business. I have a job for you. I'm a little surprised that you want to hire me. We haven't always seen eye to eye.
Well, maybe he's impressed with the fact that we kept dying on the first mission and he thought I can use that talent. That face, Varren, that face.
Yeah. It's a face I also give Serena a lot.
Yeah, I wish you guys could see it right now. But nope, for my eyes only.
Exactly. For your eyes only.
Oh no, he's serenading me. What am I to do now?
Well, you mentioned for your eyes
Save
only,
me,
and I
please.
immediately go to James Bond.
Save me, Aaron. Save me, my crazy Russian friend.
No one can save you now.
Well, I can always just, turn off Skype and block you.
Good point. Alright. That's true, we haven't, but I'm confident that you're the right man for the job. Good
I
enough.
would say why. Yes.
Why?
Yes, I would. When he's a bit, snabby and to us, we can at least be a little bit snabby and back to him.
Exactly. The fucking sound.
Oh, this is why I missed this.
Exactly. You're getting it all out of your system now.
Yes, I am.
Your reputation. You get the job done.
After dying multiple times, yes, but still.
Yeah, but there are other runners out there with equally strong reputations. So again, why me?
Playing tough today.
Why are you trying to talk yourself out of a job? He rubs the bridge of his nose between his thumb and his forefinger. I can see that you still don't get it, so I'll be blunt. You're the best in town at what you do, full stop. And I need the best, even if that means hiring you.
Well, fair enough. Hopefully he pays well.
I don't like you, and you don't like me, but that doesn't mean that I'm unwilling to use you in order to become spectacularly wealthy. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Pretty
Not
much.
about It almost sounds like, look, I don't like you, you don't like me, but that doesn't mean that we can't have some happy fisting going on. That was where my mind was going when that
Yeah,
train
of course.
started.
And they say I'm a perv.
Well, I'm horny and it's been a while. Okay. We are all perverts, as you know. We are in the slut pit after all.
We're all perverts now.
Yes, and I'm losing my pants. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
There we go. They're old and the elastic band on the top is kind of giving in, so don't fit as well as they used to.
Pants are overrated.
Yeah, but these are very comfy. They're my pajama pants.
Okay. Yeah, that about covers it. Good. So let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Back before I emigrated here from my native... Oh, he's Spanish!
Do we have to say that he has some sort of mother who raised him to speak a different kind of English?
I will try to do a Spanish accent.
Okay.
0000000.
I have faith in you.
Back before I emigrated here from my native Spain, I worked in partnership with a Berlin-based R&D lab. Sorry, my Spanish accent just is with a lisp.
I was kind of wondering, I was like, is that really Spanish accent?
The biotech that they were developing was very hush-hush, very cutting edge. Our arrangement was that I would bankroll their research and then they, in turn, would provide me with unique merchandise to sell in my clinics.
I'm having way too much fun with
Have
this.
you ever heard a Spanish man talk? Like, when he comes to S's, they always go... I had to learn this in my 2 months of Spanish I had. Think Manuel from Faulty Towers, Usakun? I know
Usakun.
nothing.
Hey, Usakun.
Hey,
My
Uso.
Swedish neighbor.
Swedish neighbor, yeah. At least you're more friendly to him than Rasmus.
Yes.
Clinics? You had more than one? Certainly. I must confess that before I moved to Berlin, I was something of a celebrity doctor. I had a chain of triage clinics that stretched from Bilbao to Madrid. I was a very wealthy man.
For some reason, I kind of doubt that success, like celebrity doctor. Although that would explain why he's such an annoying, obnoxious person now.
Exactly.
That he's no longer a celebrity because he wants the attention back.
But then my name was slandered, and the fickle mistress that is public perception turned against me. An ugly business, I assure you. Even talking about my fall from grace makes my stomach hurt turn. The injustice of it all is almost too much to bear. Just make sure I don't spittle all over my mic.
Too late! So where do we go?
Just how was your name slandered? What did they accuse you of? He sighs.
Oh, you're Simon's. Oh, sorry, Usukun. I actually did not know that.
Oh yeah, Simon and Uso
Sorry.
are the same person.
Okay, right. I know that now. Sorry, I didn't figure that out. I'm bad with names. It's just how it is.
Although you were able to remember me from the first time we talked.
Yes. But it's also because you have a bit of a special name. I could easily remember that. Although when you first subscribed to me or followed me on Twitter, I was like, who's this fucking man emperor dude? And then I clicked on your profile and it said like other aliases online. It said Varren Kimbold. I was like, oh yeah, right. That guy. Know that guy.
That motherfucker.
Yes.
He keeps trying to follow and hit on me.
No, I think that was Joshua actually. He gave me some compliments at first, the sweetheart that he is. So, now he did say at one point, he's like, I'm sorry, but I keep complimenting you. I hope it's not creepy. I was like, no, I know being sincere, so it's fine. It's not creepy.
Okay. He sighs. What didn't they? Theft, medical malpractice, the sale of stolen goods, other more colorful accusations that do not bear repeating?
I have a feeling those accusations were actually true.
Probably.
Just saying. He seems like the type.
Yeah. Also knowing Hispanic man. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're such a racist.
It's not racist if it's true.
Oh my fucking god. You sound like the book I was reading for my exams, so.
Don't think I'm going to go turn that racist.
Don't think you're going to turn into a suicide bomber.
No. I value my life way too much. How little worth it has.
Well, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Or something you won't go all Timothy McVeigh on our asses.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way, a few days after I handed in my paper, I actually saw in the news that in the US the FBI had caught a guy who was actually trying to set off a bomb, do like a terrorist attack, and he actually said he was inspired by Timothy McVeigh and the Turner Diaries, and he wanted to do what Timothy McVeigh did.
Oh dear.
I'm just like, oh, my paper all of a sudden got really relevant.
Yeah.
Well, that's scary. But at least they foiled the plans. They had their eye on him, so apparently they tricked him into buying some illegal shit when they found out what he was up to, so they could catch him. But yeah, scary shit.
And now that book will be banned again.
Don't ban it. It's a Jew who publishes it now, so I don't think they will have the heart to ban it, actually.
Don't piss off the Jews.
No. I do love that. It's a neo-Nazi novel, and it's extremely bad, and it's a Jew who publishes it, because free speech and First Amendment.
Exactly.
And there is Susukun, there is.
Exactly.
And the good kind of crazies are all in the slot pit.
Woohoo!
Yay! Okay.
But that was then, and this is now. I came here to Berlin to escape all of that. Of course, I also moved here to be closer to the lab that I funded, and the merchandise that I'm owned. I'm having way too much fun with this lisp.
I can hear that.
So let me guess, you want me to go fetch your merchandise? Yes, and to find out what happened to the lab itself. The facility is locked down, you see, nearly impenetrable, and I have no idea why. As I was packing to move to Berlin, all was well. 16 hours later, I arrived to discover the building locked tight with my merchandise inside. The Turk, Altwig, has been running surveillance on the site since I set up shop here. In that time, no one has entered and no one has left. Whatever went wrong in there, it must have killed the research team. I want you to find a way into the building, recover the cyber tech that they were developing, and find out what happened to the researchers, in that order. Oh, now you're going to dictate the order I have to do in things now, bitch?
God. He better be paying us handsomely for this. Just saying.
And a random Zack Ryder reference from you, Usokun, okay? Woo woo woo! You know it!
I have no idea who Zack Ryder is, so...
Wrestling.
You guys and your wrestling. I'm just gonna sit over here and let you guys rave about this for a few minutes, because it seems to be a thing.
For some of us it is, yeah.
I watched it once on TV, and I thought it was the stupidest thing I ever watched, and also very boring. I couldn't get into it at all, and I was just like, yeah, no, not for me.
Well, there are many varieties in wrestling, so if one variety doesn't fit you, maybe another would.
Maybe. Or maybe I would just stick to my 1920s documentaries.
Maybe.
And Formula One, because I quite like Formula One. And hopefully when going home this upcoming week, or this week rather, I'll actually be able to see a race with my dad actually being in the room, which will be nice, because usually we're just on our phones texting each other during the races. So being able to watch it together is going to be amazing, I think, because we haven't done that in a while.
Although maybe like when it comes to like wrestling promotions, maybe one I can recommend you is Lucha Underground, which is actually not. It's not a real wrestling show. It's more a grindhouse show with wrestling involved.
Huh.
And it's made by Robert Rodriguez.
So maybe that could be fun.
Hmm.
It's theatre for big boys.
Yeah, it really is. I'm not sure if CCW is something for her, Aaron. Because CCW, that's all like hardcore matches with and shit. Just hitting people with light tubes.
Well, that's classy.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's continue from this.
We actually want to get something done now that we are back.
Let's go with the first option.
Yeah, that seems good.
If the building has been abandoned, I'm surprised that the lot it's sitting on hasn't been gobbled up by some corp or another. Don't be. Back when I was a wealthy man, before my legal trouble, I paid the lease for a decade in advance. And before you say anything, yes, it was a huge expense. But what's locked away inside of that lab is worth 10 times what I've spent on it. I don't want anyone laying claim to it but me. Gesundheit.
Pussies. Bless you.
You said bless you in Danish there for a little bit.
Yeah, I did. Prosit.
That's cute.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gonna sneeze again, or you good?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
If your merchandise has been sitting in this building for 2 years, why didn't you approach Monica about this?
Yeah, good question. Maybe he's sexist.
Who says?
Maybe he's mad that Monica did not hook up with him and only wanted the girls.
Who says that I didn't? I had a, let us say, tumultuous friendship with your dear departed Monica. We had our ups and downs, you see, and on this subject she was most certainly down. That was her choice. I'm hoping that you were savvy enough to not make the same mistake.
He hit on her, definitely, and she rejected him. That's what I'm getting. He's mad that he couldn't get into her pants.
Probably. Alright, let's talk compensation. What's in this for me?
You want a lot.
I can't afford to pay you in Nguyen. And that's their own fault, by the way. You should have a good chunk of my revenue when you pulled that stunt down in the sewers. But what I can give you is first crack at any biotech that you recover from the site, and make it available to you at a discount. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is top of the line ware that we're talking about, mind you. Better than anything else I've got in stock. And because it's biotech, the essence loss from implementing it will be minimal. It's a win-win, even for an adept like you. So what's it gonna be? Will you take the job?
Did he just insult us? Did he just insult us?
Uh,
Even for an adept like you?
Maybe. I'm not quite sure what that refers to, really. Like, maybe
No,
so.
but it was an adept like you. Even someone like you. And it was just, Oh god, I think the guys in chat are now doing wrestling. Have fun, guys.
I haven't watched the new Glow Netflix show yet, Usokun, so I can't have a judgment on it. Anyway, let's move on.
You really want to get something done this episode?
Yes, I want to. I'm so fucking giddy that we can do this again. Alright, Doc, I'm in. Excellent. The facility that you're looking for is a former laboratory of Stutterland Bioscience. Take the U-Bahn to the Oudernet and you're sure to find it. Best of luck!
Yay.
Okay, before we do that, let's see if you have any more advanced medkits.
We need some more advanced loop.
Oh goddammit, now I can't shop with him before I have the mission done. Ah! Oh wait, I can do it. Hang on, I just had to click not yet. Okay, medical supplies. Okay, Manuel.
And Varren is busy shopping.
Let's have some more advanced medkits. All the advanced medkits.
Oh, it's been a while since I've gone shopping too, but I'm trying not to do too much because I'm saving my money for Berlin, so I can do a lot of shopping while I'm there. Hoping to pick up some dresses Wednesday Addams style, and also I want to see if I can find some Emily Olsen style clothing.
All right.
So, fingers crossed.
Woohoo! Alright, and send you to the stash.
And I'm also hoping that I can find some nice second-hand stores, because the last time I was there I actually found a very good one and I bought some really nice clothes out of that for cheaps. So if I can do that again, that would be amazing.
And Berlin is pretty expensive.
Not when you're Danish. When you're Danish, Berlin is actually extremely cheap because they have a different kind. Their taxes on their goods, their sales tax is a lot lower than this in Denmark. So for us, it's actually quite cheap to go there.
Yeah, for us, it's more expensive.
Mm.
Okay, who is this?
Yeah,
Who's this dude again? Zach Flash. Oh wait, he's the magic guy, I think.
He's a magic guy. Woohoo! He's going to do tricks for us.
Lucky Danes.
Yeah, but then again, living in Denmark is actually extremely expensive.
Yeah. I mean, just from a few days I was there, it was like handing money hand over fist.
Yeah. Our sales tax is actually a flat tax. So it's 25% on everything.
Ah. Where was the knuckle dusters that I bought? Oh wait, I already have them. Never mind.
I was like, didn't you buy those last time? I was about to say.
Yeah.
And Aaron is saying that, Aaron is saying that Glow is a short and great show. So.
There you go then.
Sounds on the other end.
Yeah, my phone. Just gonna put that on mute right now. There we go. What shall we pick? Oh, what shall we pick?
Could we use more intelligence?
Could be useful for some more conversation options, and then yeah, I can do that. Like I can take 1 extra point in dodge, which helps reduce the chance to be hit by physical attacks.
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
So we'll take that, and we'll take a point in intelligence. There we go.
Yeah, because it always sucks when we have those options for conversation and we can't pick them because we don't have intelligence and charisma that's high enough.
Okay.
Oh, Usukun, you're watching Taboo. I watched that. That's amazing. I absolutely loved it. I sort of binge watched it all the way through. And of course, it does not hurt that Tom Hardy is kind of good looking, to say the least.
We also saw some advancements for our team that I still have to do.
Yay! Ooh, Iger. Oh, you would like to work in Denmark? Well, why would you prefer working in Denmark over Sweden? Just asking. I mean, any particular reason? Episode 4. Ooh. It gets rather grisly in the later episodes, like a lot of blood and guts. So.
Okay, for Dietrich, I can either pick a earth or a fire elemental.
I like fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Oh. Why do you keep going into song?
It's how my brain. It's how my brain works. Yeah, we'll take the fire elemental.
So, when you're saying cash, like, do you mean there are more job opportunities in Denmark, or do we just pay better than Sweden?
I like fire. Not until 2017.
Of course I do. Oh, and glory.
It's with our med.
Yeah.
Shall we go for an upgraded med kit or trauma kit? I think the trauma kits might be better because we already have
Yeah.
a lot of advanced med kits which work pretty well.
Yeah.
So we'll
I
go with
think
that.
so too.
And then Blitz, sugar. He can have an upgrade to his submachine gun.
Ah, I see, Yuzukun. Okay.
Or his accuracy can be increased with his eye.
I think we should increase his accuracy.
Well, his SMG upgrade does pierce 1 extra armor.
Yeah, but if he doesn't hit, that's useless.
Good point.
You have to hit the target first.
Alright. There we go.
Yay. I would actually have thought, Utukun, that both Denmark and Sweden would be very similar in like currency and everything else.
Okay. Missions.
Taboo a show that do not how to swear?
What?
I have no idea what that means, Aaron. I'm sorry. That they do not know how to? I mean, the show is Christian enough on its own, like, with all the blood and guts and incest and stuff going on, so.
What?
Yeah, well. Brother and sister, or rather half brother, half sister, they had the same father but different mothers.
Okay. Let's go to Ezekiel's lab.
Well, it's good to know that you can get drunk for cheaps in Denmark. So good.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we shall take Glory.
Yay.
We shall take Dietrich.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's good to have Blitz around.
Yeah, we can always use a decker.
Yep. Okay. Confirm.
Well, maybe, Usukun, you should try and sell the idea of working in Denmark to your lady friend. Maybe she would like to come too. I know that in Copenhagen, that in a lot of the department stores and stuff, they actually have a lot of Swedish people working as well. Many of them commute because, again, it's just right across the little bay. But yeah, I think you would be able to find a place to live as well if you get a job over here. And then I could visit you.
Always finding new opportunities to visit people.
Yes.
Okay.
Want to meet all of the slut pit.
Lockdown. The ride to the Platz is a dismal one. Your only company on the train is an elderly dwarf in ragged pea coat. Pea coat, I think?
Yeah, peacoat.
Peacoat. And he spends most of his time muttering to himself. When the train rattles to a stop, he slowly rises from his perch and begins to hobble towards the doorway. The station itself isn't much different. An old, broken-down thing at the end of its useful life, feebly tottering towards obsolescence. This area of Berlin has clearly seen better days. A window of light shines down from the surface, and even that looks like stale. Even that looks stale. Slowly, you begin to climb.
Oh, by the way, guys in chat, if you could tell other people from the slot pit to come and join us, that would be nice. Just so we have more people to talk to.
Exactly.
I also tweeted this out, so hopefully some people on Twitter will see it too.
Yay.
Pimping out Varren's ass since forever.
And Blitz, you're good as well. Right. In we go! And immediately some more dialogue.
Wait. I'm again 10 seconds behind, so just give me a moment. The streets above the Adenauerplatz are dark and dismal. This kid has seen better days. Everything here reeks of economic depression and faded glory. Yes, because Glory left apparently to come and live with us in the correct Bazaar.
Looming above you is a fortress-like, seemingly impregnable facility. The windows have been shuttered with enormous steel panels, lending the entire building a sinister appearance. And here we have Glory.
1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Internet is always a bit... yeah. Oh, there she is, my beauty. That's our target. Sutherland Bioscience. I wonder what happened in there. I like the first option.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. Might still be happening for all that we know. Blitz. Oh, I love doing Blitz voice.
And I like Blitz, he's quite the cool character.
There's a cheerful thought. Come on, Chief, let's get this over with. It's like a kind of southern, kind of feminine voice.
Yes. He's a little bit sassy with that coat of his. Oh, I see. So that's the beer rate. Like Denmark compared to Sweden. Well, the more you know. Like, do you guys have a higher tax on your alcohol than we do? Again, we have the flat tax. That might be why.
Let's see what's in the tires. This pile of trash is steaming. Fetid waves of stench wash over you as you draw.
Ew! Ew!
You can already smell it.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh, Blitz. God damn, that's rank. I'll stay back here if you don't mind. I have better things to do than dig through a pile of decomposing trash.
Wise decision. Wise decision. So who will we get to dig through the trash?
Not sure. But Glory has an answer.
It might not be decomposition. That steam could be coming from a grate or a vent under the pile. Use your fists, Varren Kimbold, and remove that pile.
I'll be the one to move it, but first Blitz. Yeah, well, I ain't touching it. Alright, let's move the trash aside.
You better wash those fists before you start fisting people. Anything else would just be rude.
We can give them infections.
Again, rude. Very rude.
Okay, so that's a vent we could do, but there's also a jack in here. Blitz, up to you.
Come on, Blitz. Show us how awesome you are.
Blitz. There we go.
Oh, can you hear that on your end, by the way? We have a train running by.
Can't hear him.
Okay, good then.
Right. Blitz is jacked in.
And the train is still fucking going.
Alright, let's put you into
Still going.
cover over here.
And it's passed.
Take out that white IC. There we go. Ah, you missed. And those can't do anything to me yet. Ow, that hit. That hit.
You see, it doesn't matter how powerful your hit is if you don't hit at all.
Let's give you some erosion. There we go. Then we hit you. And then we hit you.
Hit everyone!
Okay. Oh, I can hit them from there. I just have to get into cover behind here. Maybe I just have to, like, sprint for the door or something. Okay, let's do an area of effect. There we go. Boom. They got hit good. Very nice, very nice. Let's take out that white IC.
Kick some butt. Kick some butt.
I will do my best. And random sloth. Thank you, Uso.
I don't understand, but the sloth is cute. So, I don't care that I don't understand.
You're too forgiving.
I'm just sweet.
That you are.
Yay.
No one can deny that.
Aw. Because sloth.
Because sloth.
Well then.
There we go. Killed all of those guys. And let's continue. And we can open the front door this way. Woohoo! Thank God I brought along a dagger. Otherwise we had to wait. Otherwise we had to wade through the sewers. And we already did that last time.
Yeah, and that didn't smell too nice.
You weren't there. I was there. And there we go. We checked out. Very nice. Very nice. Let's explore a little bit more. Maybe we can find something else that could help us. Oh, there are some people here. Hello?
Oh, I thought we were going to be discreet and avoid being seen.
There are just 3 people here sitting randomly.
Yeah, but one of them is rather large and could easily sit on you. Just saying.
Well, I have a hard time with that because my sparked fist is ready.
Well, you never know. Maybe they like that sort of thing.
Right.
Maybe they're masochists.
Let's see if we can have a little quick save here. There we go. And let's go to the front door. Right.
Yay, front door.
We're in the lab. Okay, left or right door?
I would say left.
Left it is.
Yay.
Men to the left, because women are always right, according to that one sign.
That's not why. Yeah, I chose left because when you're in a maze, you always have to turn left in order to find the exit faster because you always have to face north.
There's an observation thermal here.
That's my reasoning. I know I'm a dork.
We're all dorks now.
I actually quite like mazes, but I've only been in a few. There aren't many around, unfortunately.
My method used to be, okay, how can I get through this side of the maze? So I just cheated a little bit.
I never cheated. I always just turned to the left, and that tended to work rather well. I would always find my way out rather quickly.
Like especially with the hedge maze, you can just squeeze on through.
Why would you want to cheat through a maze?
Because I got lost!
But it takes away the achievement of actually finding your way through it.
I had to get out by any means necessary.
I'm not impressed.
Okay. This terminal governs the animal testing wing of Sutherland Bioscience. Data entries concerning animal test subjects and the procedures performed upon them fill the menu screen.
Aww.
Oh dear. We're gonna fight basilisks again. Oh jeez. You guys can't see it, but the face Moth just made was priceless.
Plus, I clapped in my little hands. My teeny tiny hands. Trump ain't got nothing on me with hands.
I think yours are bigger than his.
Yeah, probably are. Did you hear about the fact that he actually, apparently it was some sort of magazine who picked up on the story with him.
Yes, and
he traced his hand on a piece of paper and sent it to them to see how big it actually is.
yeah.
It's not
See,
small.
not so small now, are they?
Yeah.
And apparently he does it every year.
The low confidence of that man.
Exactly. Hellhound testing protocols.
Ooh, hellhounds. Cute.
This entry contains notes on a variety of invasive test procedures that were performed on a kennel of hellhound test subjects. They went through the butt, didn't they? There are several memos appended to the file. Apparently the scientists working in the animal testing wing were less convinced that with dangerous fire-breathing animals will yield useful results than the executives were.
Whoops.
Basilisk testing protocols.
Yay. I'll read that one. Because I don't want you to do all the reading. I want to be a part of this too. There we go. This entry covers the various forms of experimentation and testing performed on Sullen's prized possession, a rare albino basilisk, acquired from an exotic animals dealer in Portugal. Ooh. Oh no, it's an illegal immigrant. Did you choke on your waffle?
No.
It appears that the basilisk was being used as the primary focus of a passion project at Sutherland, an attempt to create a magically active piece of bioware. Why the executives in charge of the project felt that a basilisk would make an appropriate test subject is not clarified. The list of procedures performed on the creature is extensive, including a series of unanesthetized thoracic surgeries.
Yeah.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah. Just means without
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
Yeah, I know what it means. It's just actually saying the word. You try and read that aloud.
Unanesthetized. I get you.
Yeah. You can know what a word means without being able to pronounce it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, none of us are actually studying to become doctors, so...
Nope.
I mean, I can talk to you about apocalyptic narratives and gothic themes and stuff like that in literature.
Mm.
But that kind of English, no. That's not my repertoire. Moving on. Ooh, we have some locked doors.
We're gonna
Maybe that's where...
We're
Maybe that's where they're keeping their pets.
Maybe.
You know, their hellhounds and basilisks.
Our deck. Oh shit. Robots. We got robots.
Ooh. So no fluffy fire-breathing pets.
Not at this moment.
Aww.
Here we go.
I'm disappointed.
Alright, Dietrich. See, for an electric core, we need to move you first. Okay, put you over here.
I do like how the animation when you're fighting, it shows the damage and it's like DMG for the damage, but it actually looks like it's saying OMG every time you hit them. I just love that little detail.
That's one way to look at it.
I can't exactly be part of the fighting, so...
No, you can't.
So I'll just let you do that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I can talk to... While he's fighting, I can talk to you about Gothic literature, because that's one of my passions within literature. It's a fun part of literature, I think. personally.
Mm-hmm.
So I really love the early beginnings that it has, sort of the romantic gothic stories that came about, and they just have so much stuff fit into the stories. It's absolutely amazing. The Castle of Otranto, one of the early gothic stories, if not the first romantic gothic story, or gothic romance rather. It, like, you have the castle, you have the fair maiden, you have the disposed king, and you have his like unknown son who's rightful heir to the throne. You have supernatural elements as ghosts and stuff like that, and all sorts of family entanglements.
There we go. Glory's doing good work.
Yay, go Glory!
Anyway, carry on.
So I love those stories because they're just so easy to make fun of, but they're just a lot of fun to read at the same time. And it's the same with many gothic novels, even the more modern ones, like Dracula and Jekyll and Hyde. The Hound of Baskerville is also a very gothic story. But yeah, they're easy to make fun of because they have so many cliches and overused themes and narrative. But at the same time, they're just glorious.
Yeah.
They really, really are. And I also love the fact that within the Gothic literature, you have the ghost story that became absolutely huge in Victorian century, 19th century, under Queen Victoria. And that actually helped a lot of women gaining a career and actually earning their own money and becoming more independent. Because a lot of the writers of those stories were women. And it was actually not looked down upon for them to have a writing career at that time. When Jane Austen was writing her books, it was more looked down upon. But when the ghost story became extremely popular, it wasn't that looked down upon. So it was also a way for women to become more modern and becoming part of the economic life. Besides just working in the factories alongside their husbands for like a third of the pay. So yeah, when you read ghost stories today, a lot of them are actually written by women.
Gory was in the Discord just posting dongs.
Yay! Aw, cute Gory. But yeah, if you want a gothic story that's really, really good, it's not a ghost story, it's a gothic story. It's a what do you call it? Short story. It's called The Yellow Wallpaper. It's written by a woman, and it's very, very good. It's very critical of how men at the time pursued women's health and how they were to treat the health medically. But it has some of the classic characters, like you have the ghosts in the Yellow Wallpaper. You have the idea of the doppelganger, which is a very, very gothic narrative.
And we have found a friend. At least someone else, at least.